Hello, my name is Nick, and welcome to Watch This Now. Jumanji: The Next Level is the sequel to the 2017 reboot that I think took all of us by surprise. The sequel follows our same group of teenagers from the first one that are now college students home for Christmas break. So yes, it's technically a Christmas movie. You want to see it right now around the holidays. And because sequel reasons, they all end up getting sucked back into the game of Jumanji. And also because of sequel reasons, we also have one of the character's grandfathers and his friend, played by Danny Glover and Danny DeVito, sucked into the game with them. But Jumanji is broken, and so they don't get to choose their avatars, and the game is all out of whack, so they have plenty of new challenges to face. Now, the original Jumanji was one of my favorite movies as a kid. It was like a Zoo Gone Wild movie, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was so much fun, and I really thought that Welcome to the Jungle was just gonna stomp all over my childhood. I didn't even see it at first. It took me a while of hearing people going, no, it's really fun, before I ended up seeing it. This movie is just trying to have fun. It is just a big action jungle adventure of a movie set within the confines of a video game that allows it to be really funny, incredibly silly, but mostly a ton of fun. Jake Kasdan returns to direct this film, and he is one of my favorite directors of comedy. He did Bad Teacher, which is one of my top personal 3 favorite comedies of all time. Just the way he mixes the situational comedy with the blend of jokes, always works for me. I think he is so good at handling comedy. You could look at a lot of other movies that maybe specifically The Rock does, and they get really silly, really over the top. They're just a lot, and they aren't always for me. However, I think the setup of Jumanji is perfect by having people trapped as avatars in a video game. Within this video game setting, you're not just allowed to go really, really silly. It makes sense that it's really, really silly. All of our returning characters do a really good job of keeping up the camaraderie. The Rock is still buff, Karen Gillan still kicks ass, Jack Black is funny as ever, Kevin Hart, I hate his ass. The biggest mistake with this film was adding those older characters into the plot because they're just there to throw a wrench into the gears like every 5 minutes. They're constantly slowing things down. In fact, Danny Glover's character that Kevin Hart ends up playing, his whole thing is that he's too slow. They are really just there to drag down the movie and cause more conflict, which I think was completely unnecessary because the whole game is conflict. We don't need these extra problems, yet that's what they're there for. However, I really think it only drags down the first half of the film. Once we settle into things, we start making better jokes and get over the just, oh hey, are you Spencer? Yeah, The Rock is not the best Danny DeVito, but I guess neither am I, so who am I to judge? I don't want to give anything away, but there is a development later in the film that allows them to course correct and fix the mistake. However, I kind of wish they just didn't make the mistake at all, and they just went straight forward with our characters going into the game, not able to choose their avatars, add some more fun action. They didn't even need to go full action heavy. There was one sequence with Karen Gillan's character that's kind of like a video game puzzle. I would have liked more of that. They could have done more funny and exciting video game stuff without having to inflate the budget too much. There was even a part as I was watching the movie when I was like, there really isn't a whole lot of action here, and then it really picks up. The last half of this film is just geared to entertain you. That sequence with the rope bridges, everything that I needed out of this movie. And I think they even improved on the villain. They really don't even need one, and it's not like he does a whole lot, but they do make him menacing, and that works overall in terms of inspiring our characters to get stuff done, you know? I have a personal theory as to why they added the Dannys into this film. I think they wanted to have some older characters because now they have every demographic covered. You've got the kids that are there for the action, the teens there for the humor, us older people like me, you know, us old 20-somethings, we're there for the combination. You've now got older people in on it. I went to a 4 o'clock screening on Thursday, and there were several older people there, and they were laughing at all of the old people jokes. So I think that this is going to be a film that truly can entertain the entire family. There's enough there for everyone. I just had so much fun with it. I was a little annoyed as we were beginning the film. I thought, why are we making all these stupid decisions? This doesn't need to be this complicated. But I think the way that they take that material and then work with it and make something of it, I had a great time, and that's all I was there for. I wouldn't say that it's better than Welcome to the Jungle, that I did have about as much fun with it, and I think you will too. I think this is the go-to movie of the holiday season. I know everyone's obsessed with Star Wars, except for me, so I'm really glad that the Jumanji movies exist for moviegoers like me. So if you had such a fun time with the other Jumanji film, and you just want to have that fun experience again, but more, that's what The Next Level does. I'm going to give Jumanji The Next Level a 3.5 out of 5. Yes, my 7-year-old hat is kind of on with this one, but I think that this is a fun film everyone can enjoy, especially if you liked Welcome to the Jungle. This is a fun return to those characters and the camaraderie. What I think works about this film the most, and I have to give director Kasdan credit for, is that while you have multiple different characters playing multiple different people, I think there is this chemistry and this camaraderie that works overall. Even if we're hopping to different people, we still get who they are. Like, I think there was something really well done there, and that's what makes these movies work. What did you guys think of Jumanji The Next Level? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'm sure a lot of people will say this is just sequelitis, the movie, and that's okay. I personally found myself having a really good time, felt like a kid again in the movies, and I think that you will too. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel to look out for all kinds of new reviews. I'm trying to post as many as I can before the year is up, because then we've got a full brand new year of tons of movies. It is going to be insane. We're starting a new decade of movies, people. I'm excited, so come on along on this ride with me. Jump on in. Subscribe to watch this now, and I'll see you in my next video.